Hi guys, I hope you can hear. And should we start? I'll just check with Kriti and then we are good to go. Yeah, Kriti, should we just begin? Okay, and how will I'm sorry guys, I'm new to this platform. I just have a question. If somebody has a question, where do I see that question? In the comment section. Okay, all right. Okay, here. All right, fine. Uh, so good morning. I hope everybody is staying in and keeping safe. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you, Kriti, for having me and inviting me. And it's always a pleasure to come speak to the community at large, especially to moms and dads, who are going through this journey. I have been there. I have done that. I'm still doing it, and there's so much more to come. So yeah, it's been quite a journey. So the topic that we have today, guys, is a very important one. It is a major milestone when it comes to any kid. Whether someone is on the spectrum or maybe a neurotypical kid. I have both, and I have found it to be a challenge in both the groups. So at the very beginning, this is this is a question that I like to ask all the audience whenever I go, wherever I'm invited. I like to pose this question: how would you eat an elephant? How would you eat an elephant? I want to see some responses, any kind of response. So tell me, how do you eat an elephant? I want your responses, guys. Kriti, maybe you want to pop in and tell me, how do you eat an elephant? Any response would do. No responses? Okay, so let's try and keep this as interactive as possible, guys. So the answer to that important question, how do you eat an elephant? Very simple, one step at a time, right? So it's not going to be a easy journey. Let me tell you at the very beginning, I'm not coming here with some magic wand or some tools that is going to make your life any easier, because it's not, right? We have been given special kids, and for that we will have to approach the basic things from a scientific approach, from a special approach, right? What works for maybe kids with neurotypical who are neurotypical is absolutely different, or could be absolutely different from, yeah, make small pieces. That's right, Meenu. One piece at a time. I agree. Cut it off in small and creepy. That's right. Yeah. So the thing is, the approach has to be a little different, and it has to be scientific in nature. And when I say scientific, as all parents, we need to approach every piece from a structured point of view, a scientific point of view. And when I say structured point of view or a scientific point of view, it is not my intention at all to send you back to books. And I don't want you to be reading so many books and applying a lot of science. But we have to keep something very clear, that we need to get the basic right, and we need to do that every time. Now, uh, I love reading, right? And I often find a lot of answers when I read about the great thinkers. One of my most favorite, authors is Mark Twain. And just like the analogy I made about the elephant, he also said, and it's very famous, I'm sure many of you know that, know this already. He said that if you get up in the morning, the first thing that you did was eat a frog. You get up, you brush your teeth, the first thing you do, set a frog on the plate and then eat it. What have you done? You have probably gotten through the worst thing that can happen to you in the entire day. So the concept here is to eat the frog. Whatever you feel is the most difficult, most challenging, there, that is the goal. So if you feel that toilet training is the most challenging and the most difficult thing that you have on plate, I would suggest that is the first thing you attack. If you feel toilet training is not the most important thing right now for you, given your scheme of things, Don't do that. Every person has to identify what that frog is, and then you work on it. And we have to always remember, guys, that when we are giving children tools or we are putting them through a schedule of learning things, it has to be only one thing at a time. You cannot uh, multitasking is something which is alien to our to our children. So it is important that when we are training them on one particular aspect, we use the funnel approach and we only work on that. I hope I'm not going too fast, and I hope I'm audible to all of you. Really? Yeah, I guess it's okay. Otherwise, you would have sent me a text by now. Okay. Now, when we talk about toilet training, where do we begin? Now, before we begin, this is something I have been, thinking since yesterday, that how do we approach it? And because I want to approach it scientifically, let's start right there. Let's start with some science. Now, what is the science? A lot of you have gone through, lot of centers that you have gone. Some of you have even done, mini courses, or you have become special educators and practicing also. But if it's possible, I would like to revisit the basic concept of learning. Now, what is the learning here? To first identify what is the problem. We have identified the source problem, and that is toilet training. The child does not pass or eliminate defecate, urine, or fecus in the toilet. So that is the problem statement. All right. So let's look at it from the very basic level. What is the basic level? We first understand about what is the ABC. Now, ABC, for those who do not know, I would just like to take you for a quick refresher. When we talk about A, the A here stands for antecedent, right? The B stands for the behavior, and the C stands for consequence. Now, when I say antecedent, what is an antecedent? It is nothing but a trigger, anything that triggers that behavior. And what is the consequence? Simply what happened after the behavior. Now, इसको अगर हम लोग बहुत simple एक example देख के देख लें, what is the first thing that we learn when we are born? The moment we are born. Actually, learning starts right there. What's the first thing that we learn the moment we are born? The first thing that we learn is how to breathe. Because इतने महीने हम क्या कर रहे थे? We were in our mom's wombs and we were breathing through the umbilical cord, right? So the moment we come outside the birthing canal, the first thing, what does the doctor do? He usually whacks the baby. And the moment that trauma happens, what does the child do? Wah! करके जोर से रोता है. And the moment वो रोता है, what happens? His lungs come into action. और फिर वो क्या करता है? वो और जोर से रोता है, वो और जोर से रोता है. So typically from the time of birth to maybe when he acquires language, ये रोना वाला जो behavior है, it keeps growing. It keeps growing. 6-7 महीने में तो वो बहुत बच्चा रोता है. Why? Because it is the consequence that is actually reinforcing this behavior. ये जो हम behavior बोलते हैं दोस्तों, इसको समझिए. कोई भी काम अगर हम at least 30 बार regularly कर लेना, that actually falls in the repertoire of our habits. Habits तोड़ना बहुत मुश्किल है, काफी नामुमकिन सा भी है, लेकिन behavior कच्ची मिट्टी होती है, तो उस पर हम काम कर सकते हैं. दैट इज द रीजन वी टॉक अबाउट बिहेवियर मॉडिफिकेशन. कभी आपने सुना हैबिट मॉडिफिकेशन? हैबिट नहीं हो सकता है. हाँ, लेकिन यू गाइस आर लकी, आपके बच्चे छोटे हैं. कुछ हमारे बच्चे काफी बड़े भी हो गए हैं, बट स्टिल दे आर हैविंग इश्यूज. वो हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. सो इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये कॉन्सिक्वेंस और ये एंटीसीडेंट, हाउ इज इट इफेक्टिव हियर. सो सिंपल अगेन, और एक नॉट टेकिंग टू मच टाइम, एक और मैं आपको एग्जांपल देती हूँ आसान शब्दों में. बिहेवियर इज प्यास. मुझे थर्स्ट है, सो मैं क्या करती हूँ? ठीक है, सॉरी, बिहेवियर इज पानी पीना. आई एम ड्रिंकिंग वाटर. सो इसका एंटीसीडेंट क्या हुआ? ट्रिगर क्या था? मुझे प्यास लगी. सो थर्स्ट वाज द एंटीसीडेंट व्हिच लेड टू द बिहेवियर कि आई ड्रैंक वाटर. कॉन्सिक्वेंस क्या था? मुझे बहुत आराम मिला, चैन आ गया, तृप्ति हो गई. सो ऑब्वियसली मेरे पानी पीने का बिहेवियर घटेगा कि बढ़ेगा? ऑब्वियसली बढ़ेगा, बिकॉज कॉन्सिक्वेंस बड़ा अच्छा था. सो ये समझ लीजिए,
माय फ्रेंड्स, दैट कोई भी बिहेवियर जो हम अटैक करते हैं, हम केवल उस बिहेवियर को आइसोलेशन में ना देखें, बिकॉज जब भी हम कोई बिहेवियर आइसोलेशन में देखेंगे, वी आर गॉन रॉन्ग. So we need to structure for success. And what is structuring for success? Structuring for success is understanding what happened before and what happened later. So there is one parent who has sent in a query. She says that हमने काफी दिन टॉयलेट स्केड्यूल वगैरह किया है, और जब बच्चा सुसु कर देता है वो हमारी तरफ देखता है, बिकॉज ही नोज आई विल स्कोल्ड हिम, एंड ही इज गेटिंग अटेंशन फ्रॉम इट, ही लाइक्स टू गेट अटेंशन फ्रॉम इट. सो द आंसर लाइज राइट देयर कि वो सुसु किस लिए कर रहा है पैंट में, बिकॉज उसको पता है कि मम्मी चिल्लाएगी, और दैट इज अटेंशन. नाउ इस पे हम एक पूरा एंटीसीडेंट बिहेवियर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस पे हम पूरा एक पूरे दिन का लेक्चर कर सकते हैं. लेकिन if anything that we have understood in these two simple analogies is that the behavior बढ़ेगा या घटेगा will certainly be dependent on whether the consequences are good or bad. मैं बहुत नाखून चबाती थी, जब भी मेरी मम्मी आती थी वो मुझे एक थप्पड़ मारती थी. मैं प्राचीन हूँ, तो तब पिटाई बिटाई होती थी. सो जब भी माई मॉम यूज टू कैच मी बाइटिंग माई नेल्स, वो मुझे पिटाई कर देती थी. तो क्या माई बिहेवियर ऑफ बाइटिंग नेल्स घटा कि बढ़ा? ऑब्वियसली घट गया, बिकॉज द कॉन्सिक्वेंस वॉज वेरी नेगेटिव. नाउ आई एम अ न्यूरोटिपिकल चाइल्ड, ऑल्दो माई मॉम विल से नो, बट सच बात ये है कि मैं न्यूरोटिपिकल हूँ. ठीक है. क्योंकि मैं न्यूरोटिपिकल हूँ, ये जो बेसिक सोसाइटियल पेरेंटल गाइडेंस मेरे पे चल गई, क्योंकि मुझे पता था मम्मी पिटाई करेगी, इसलिए मुझे ये काम नहीं करना चाहिए. लेकिन had I not been neurotypical, or just think about a person who is atypical or on the spectrum, यही आंखें घुमाना, यही डांटना, यही ऐसे ऐसे करना, ये एक्चुअली मेरे लिए बहुत इंजॉयबल है. हो सकता है जब आप मारते हो तो मुझे लग रहा है, लेकिन वो भी मेरे लिए एक अटेंशन का स्रोत है. और मैं क्या करूंगी, आई विल कीप गोइंग टूवर्ड्स दैट, क्योंकि मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा है कि मम्मी कुछ ऐसे ऐसे करके तेज तेज मुझे आवाज में बता रही है. तो आपको लगे मैं तो बहुत डांटती हूँ, फिर वो रोता भी है, हाँ वो रोएगा, बिल्कुल रोएगा. लेकिन हाउ दे यूज दिस इंफॉर्मेशन एंड हाउ यू दे analyze it in their brain is completely different from how we do it, and we have to respect that basic difference. We have to understand कि वही इंफॉर्मेशन जो मैं देख के समझ रहा हूँ वर्सेस इंफॉर्मेशन वो देख के समझ रहे हैं, ये बिल्कुल ही अलग है. और जैसे ही वी अंडरस्टैंड कि वो अलग है, माय फ्रेंड्स, वी आर आल्सो एम्ब्रेसिंग आवर चिल्ड्रन फॉर हु दे आर. ये काफी आपने सुना होगा, एम्ब्रेसिंग डिफरेंसेस. ऑटिज्म मतलब एम्ब्रेसिंग डिफरेंसेस. अरे बाबा, फर्स्ट एम्ब्रेस द फैक्ट दैट जिसको आपने पैदा किया है वो दिखता आपके जैसा है, वो सब चीजें आपकी तरह है, लेकिन वो आप नहीं है. अगर वो न्यूरोटिपिकल भी होता तो भी वो बिल्कुल आपके जैसा नहीं होता. और हमें यहाँ पे भगवान ने एक यूनिक इंसान बख्शा है जिसको हमने पूरी जिंदगी गाइड करनी है. और वो दिखने में हमारे जैसा लगता है, लेकिन उसकी सोचने का तरीका, उसके फील करने का तरीका, उसके एग्जिस्ट करने का तरीका, उसके एक्सप्रेस करने का तरीका बिल्कुल ही यूनिक है. राइट. और जितना जल्दी हम ये समझेंगे, माय सिस्टर्स, आई थिंक we are going to be at peace and we will accept the child for who they are. Now, that is basically the kind of understanding I wanted to give before we start on exactly what to do when the child is not, getting toilet trained. So, the first thing in this learning pyramid that we have covered, number one, is the ABC. सबसे पहले हमें समझना है कि ये ABC अब हमारे टॉयलेट स्केड्यूल पे कैसे हम यूज करेंगे. हाउ इज इट going to help us develop a strategy which is going to help our kids get toilet trained, because that is the goal. Now, सबसे पहले आई वॉन्ट ऑल द मदर्स और whoever, चाहे आपका बच्चा 2 साल का है, चाहे आपका बच्चा 10 साल का है, 15 साल का है. आई नो आई एम अ मदर टू अ person who is 15 years old, and she's quite grown up. She's also started her menarche,
मेंस्ट्रुएशन वगैरह सब कुछ खुद संभाल लेती है. लेकिन I will also tell you that during her periods, during the time that she is, going through her menstrual cycles, there are times that accidents do happen. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि अच्छा मेरा बच्चा टॉयलेट ट्रेंड हो गया ये. वी ऑल्सो हैव टू बी वेरी वॉचफुल. वी आर डिटेक्टिव्स फॉर लाइफ. वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल कि वो बिहेवियर कभी कभार आ जाएगा. ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑटिज्म में कोई बेल कर्व नहीं है. इट इज अ लैग लॉग, उतार चढ़ाव. कुछ चीजें चली जाती हैं फिर आ जाती है, कुछ चीजें चली जाती हैं फिर आती हैं, लेकिन स्ट्रेटेजी हमारी बाय एंड लार्ज सेम रहेगी. हम्म? तो सबसे पहले इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट दैट वी कीप अ डायरी. अगर लेट्स से कि आज के सेशन के बाद कुछ लोग आप में से, इफ यू फील दैट वट एवर आई एम सेइंग इज इफेक्टिव और विल हेल्प, तो आप आज से ही मत स्टार्ट कीजिए, बिकॉज आपको काफी होमवर्क करना है. सो व्हाट इज द होमवर्क, व्हाट इज द स्टेप्स दैट यू विल डू, पहले हम वो डिस्कस करते हैं. नंबर वन, आपको एक डायरी मेंटेन करनी है. ठीक है, आपको लिटरली टाइम लिखना है कि इस टाइम पे, लेट्स से कि मेरे बच्चे का नाम सनी है, तो सनी सुबह 5 बजे उसने सुसु पॉटी किया, उसने 7 बजे फिर से सुसु किया, उसने 9 बजे फिर से किया. वॉट एवर, हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स द चाइल्ड आइदर इज यूरिनेटिंग और डेफिकेटिंग, ये आपको पहले थॉरली लिस्ट डाउन करना है. और नॉट जस्ट एक दिन, ये प्रक्रिया आप करेंगे एटलीस्ट 5 दिन. 5 दिन का डेटा आपके पास अगर होता है, देन दैट डेटा इज समथिंग दैट वी कैन एक्चुअली यूज. एक दिन का डेटा इज आइसोलेशन. मदर्स आके मुझे कहती है कि पता है मैम आज बहुत बड़ा बिहेवियर कर दिया. अच्छा क्या बिहेवियर किया? वो बहुत लड़ रहा था, वो कूद रहा था. सबसे पहले मुझे समझ में आता व्हाट डज दैट मीन, बिकॉज दैट्स नॉट द करेक्ट डेफिनेशन ऑफ दिस. सो आई आस्क्ड द मदर एग्जैक्टली बताओ बिहेवियर क्या था. नहीं उसने अपने आप को मारा. देन आई अंडरस्टैंड कि शी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट सेल्फ इंजूरियस बिहेवियर. तो सबसे पहले आप ये स्टेटमेंट, जनरल स्टेटमेंट लेके नहीं चलेंगे कि हाँ वो हमेशा ही सुसु कर देता है, वो हमेशा ही पॉटी कर देता है. फाइंड 5 दिन का डेटा लो, और 5 दिन का डेटा आप मुझे लिस्ट करो अपने लिए कि इस टाइम पे उसने एक्सीडेंट किया, इस टाइम पे उसने एक्सीडेंट किया, इस टाइम उसने एक्सीडेंट किया. ग्रेट. नाउ व्हेन यू आर फिलिंग अप द डेटा, प्लीज डू इट ऑन द एबीसी, एंटीसीडेंट, बिहेवियर और कॉन्सिक्वेंस. तो आप 3 कॉलम बना लीजिए. तो बिहेवियर में आप केवल टाइम के साथ ये लिखते जा रहे हो कि कितने बजे टॉयलेट, कितने बजे एक्स्ट्रा किया. लेकिन एवरी टाइम, लेकिन सुबह 5 बजे उसने सुसु कर दिया था मैम, ठीक है, तो उसके पहले क्या हुआ, व्हाट वाज द एंटीसीडेंट. एंटीसीडेंट कुछ नहीं था मैम, कोई भी नहीं था. ठीक है, तो कोई नहीं था, कहाँ पे था? ही वॉज इन हिज बेडरूम. क्या कर रहा था? सो रहा था. सो दैट ऑल्सो इज योर एंटीसीडेंट. उतना भी डिटेल में आप लिखोगे. सो 5 बजे एंटीसीडेंट क्या था? कुछ नहीं था अकॉर्डिंग टू मी, वो ही वाज स्लीपिंग. ओके. तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ? उसने सुसु किया. कॉन्सिक्वेंस क्या था? मैंने उसको उठाया और फिर उसको चेंज कर दिया. ओके. सो या ओके. सो when we are saying ki when we are taking down this data, we are going to be very specific. जैसे कि उसने सुबह 5 बजे सुसु किया, तो आपने एंटीसीडेंट में लिखा कि 5 बजे he was sleeping. बिहेवियर में आ गया कि he passed urine in his bed, and consequence में whatever happened later, you could have you can even mention that I pulled him out of bed, I changed him, and he went back to sleep. Just to give an example. Again, the next entry for 7, you can also write that okay, he was with his grandparent. Antecedent kya tha? Who was there? What happened before that? He was playing with his grandparent, or he was playing with his dad or sibling, etc. And then he passed the urine. And then what happened? So when you write what happened, I don't just write things like okay, I changed him. Write specifically what exactly transpired. Did I scold him? Did I yell at him? And please don't make any changes in your behavior. जैसा आप करते हो वैसे ही 5 दिन प्लीज और करो. ठीक है. If you feel the need to scold your kid, go right ahead and scold him. If you feel the need to yell at your kid, please go right ahead and yell at him. But write it down properly. Document for the next 5 days every toilet accident that has occurred, with the antecedent and with the consequence. Because after 5 days, when we will actually come down to what to do, वो आपके सामने ही होगा. Because it is so
we think that keeping a journal is writing a diary. Dear diary, आज मैं खुश थी कि आज मैं दुख में पड़ी थी. No. When we are talking about journal, we are talking about specifics, we are talking about facts, and we are eliminating our interpretation of things. So, girls, it is important that we radically do away with interpreting the situation, and we are able to write down exactly what transpired. So when we say exactly what transpired, then we'll actually write. We will write that, okay, I lost my cool, or let's say daddy scolded, or mommy scolded, किसी ने भी scold किया, मैंने उसको पिटाई भी कर दी, etc. No judgments, because वो journal आपका है. Nobody is judging you, and you also don't have to judge yourself. You already have a very difficult situation, so it's okay. No judgments there. I'm not here to lecture you on how to handle your kid. बिल्कुल भी नहीं. ये हम फैक्ट फाइंडिंग एक कर रहे हैं. नाउ आफ्टर डूइंग दिस, सबसे पहले आपको पता चल जाएगा कि हु आर द पीपल और व्हाट आर द सिचुएशंस जहां पे ये टॉयलेट एक्सीडेंट ज्यादा होते हैं. 5 दिन का डेटा आप पढ़ोगे, किसी को भी पता चल जाएगा. एंड ये फैक्ट है. समटाइम्स आर children engage in maladaptive behaviors around a specific person or in a specific situation. Let me give you an example of Uditi. Uditi is my child, and when she was young, I used to always note that she used to have these toilet accidents when she was with her nani. Because nani, एक तो obviously my mom, she's aged, she used to forget to take her to the toilet. उसको बताना भूल जाती थी कि schedule check करके toilet जाओ. तो क्या होता था, यूडी कर लेती थी. या तो when she was watching TV, because मेरी daughter को म्यूजिक बहुत पसंद है, तो वो सुबह अभी भी 9XM चल रहा है. तो 9XM देखते हुए हम इतना उसमें घुस जाते थे कि हम भूल जाते थे कि हमें टॉयलेट आ रहा है और हमें जाके करना है. सो आई फाउंड आउट दीज वर द टू मेन ट्रिगर पॉइंट्स फॉर माय डॉटर, एंड दैट बिकेम पार्ट ऑफ माय एक्शनेबल. सो एक्शनेबल क्या हुआ? नाउ दिस सीम्स अ लिटिल, मे सीम अ लिटिल हार्श टू यू. मैंने लिटरली अपनी मम्मी को कहा कि मम्मी प्लीज आप ना 2 महीने मत आना. एंड इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. एंड I want to touch base on this, guys, because you may have to have these difficult conversations with family members. And I am not advocating कि please go fight with people, because we need support. हमें अपना support system भी चाहिए. So you'll have to use a lot of tact in how you deal with, your family or extended family. So my apologies to, bring up a topic which might not be palatable, but it has to be spoken about. So here I saw that every time my mom was around, and because my mom lives very nearby, so she used to come every day. And my mom was always trying to help. But kai baar na, that help was not good for my daughter. You know what I mean. So I requested her कि मम्मी 2 महीने मत आना. It was difficult for her because I'm her only child, and UD at that point was the only granddaughter. But thankfully, God bless my mom, she understood the need that I was going to work on something which is critical for my daughter's future. So we started with the fact that we eradicated one trigger. कि नानी तो है नहीं, कौन है, मम्मी है. मम्मी तो हिटलर है, मम्मी स्केड्यूल फॉलो करवाएगी. But also, I realized this 9XM was a great advantage for me, that it was a reinforcement for my daughter. तो मैंने उसको एंटीसीजन से हटा लिया और मैंने उसको कॉन्सिक्वेंस में दिया कि you can listen to 9XM, but you will only get it as a consequence. So that itself brought on a lot of behaviors, because there was lot of opposition. So every morning when she woke up, the first thing that we used to do for her कि हाँ मैडम जी उठ गई है, चलो टीवी चला दे कि एंगेज रहे बच्चा थोड़ी देर. तो to take that away, trust me, it was a huge problem, but you have to stick to it. Why? Because there's a bell curve in that behavior. Because when we are talking about eliminating behaviors, friends, you have to understand कि जब कोई भी behavior eliminate करें, it will shoot up, लेकिन it will also come down. वो जितनी जल्दी shoot up होगा, it will come down, and then it will come back, and then it will go out. So ये पूरा bell curve follow होगा. So what is this? मैंने वो निकाल दिया. So a lot of behaviors went up, then it came back, then it went down, and then it came back for a while. Now what is that came back for a while? जब आप देखोगे कैंडल बुझती है तो वो जो लॉ है वो धधकती है. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्सटिंक्शन बर्स्ट। ठीक है, तो आप जान रहे हो कि आप सही सही चल रहे हो, बिकॉज शूट हुआ, इट केम डाउन सडनली, 2-3 दिन ठीक चला, फिर से वापस आ गया। और लेकिन उसके बाद भी अगर हम वही स्ट्रैटेजी पे रहे, then it goes, then we know that that behavior has been eliminated. So सबसे पहला स्टेप हमने एबीसी समझा। सेकेंड स्टेप हमने क्या किया, हमने डेटा कलेक्ट किया। डेटा कलेक्ट करने पे आपको क्या इजी होगा, सबसे पहले आपको पता चल जाएगा कि कौन से सिचुएशंस में मेरा बच्चा ज्यादा यू नो ये बिहेवियर डिस्प्ले करता है, दैट इज ही पासेस यूरिन, एंड उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंस क्या होता है। सो कॉन्सिक्वेंस से हमें ये पता चलेगा कि डज ही डू इट फॉर अटेंशन, क्या वो अटेंशन के लिए कर रहा है। कई बार अटेंशन के लिए भी हो सकता है, और कई बार इट कैन ऑल्सो बी अवॉइडेंस। अवॉइडेंस क्या, आई एम फीलिंग लेजी, व्हाई शुड आई गो एंड सिट ऑन दैट गंदा सा ठंडा सा टॉयलेट व्हेन आई कैन बी अ महाराजा, लाई डाउन इन माय बेड एंड देन आई कैन पास यूरिन, right? So those linkages are missing in our children. So we have to develop those linkages कि हमने ये काम यहाँ पे नहीं करना। We can actually pass urine everywhere, but which is the right place to do it? We do it there. So what is the linkage that we, how do we make them understand these linkages? Now these linkages for a neurotypical person comes naturally through observation. These linkages for our kids will come when we give them concrete visual clues. सबसे पहला, आफ्टर यू हैव डन ऑल दिस होमवर्क, आपका होमवर्क हो गया, नाउ यू हैव टू सिट एंड क्रिएट समथिंग। ठीक है, अभी भी आपको स्टार्ट नहीं करना है, आपको डेटा मिल गया है, आपने उसका निष्कर्ष निकाल लिया है कि ये कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस हैं भाई, या तो उसको अटेंशन, या तो उसको ये समझ में ही नहीं आता है कि मुझे वहां जाके करना है, एंड ऑफ कोर्स इट कुड बी सेरी। So go into your toilet, look at your toilet and think of it from your child's point of view. एक सेकंड आप खुद ऑटिस्टिक बन जाओ। Go to the toilet. When I did this, I realized कि मुझे एक कीड़ा है, मुझे सफाई बहुत पसंद है। तो मैं क्या करती हूँ, हमेशा जैसे टॉयलेट में जाती हूँ ना, मैं एक मग्गा पानी डाल के वो आई डू दिस क्या, वो पानी ऐसे कर देती हूँ, वाइपर, हाँ वाइपर, वाइपर यूज करती हूँ कि मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है क्लीन। But then I realized कि I was so dumb. I was not thinking from her point of view. She did not like that cold tile. वो पानी और वो गीला गीला, उसको बड़े सेंसरी इश्यूज होते थे, और वो ऐसे हो जाती थी उसके, स्टार्ट टो वॉकिंग। So that is also something कि I did not notice. So सबसे पहले I realized कि ये सफाई का कीड़ा मेरा प्रॉब्लम है. So in her toilet I stopped doing this. I used to make sure that it is completely dry. So what are we working here on? What is the step that we are doing? We're actually eradicating any sensory issues. Also, when we try to do this, we also have to understand that our behind is also sensitive. Skin वहां पे भी है ना. So when we make the child sit on the seat, what is the how does that feel for the child? हमें उतना तक भी सोचना है। क्या वो सडनली हम ठंडा सीट पे बिठाते हैं इसलिए बच्चा उचक जा रहा है? क्या प्रॉब्लम है? सो इफ यू फील दैट द सीट टेक्सचर इज नॉट समथिंग विच इज कंड्यूसिव टू द चाइल्ड, वर्क ऑन दैट। उसको कैसे हम वर्क कर सकते हैं? आजकल क्लब फैक्ट्री या कहीं पे भी आप चले जाओ, आप देखोगे टॉयलेट की सीट्स भी मिलते हैं, which is very nice and velvety for the royal tushes to be seated on। तो आप उसमें इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। अगर आपको लगता है कि आपका बच्चा बहुत छोटा है, you want to invest in a nice carry potty जो प्लास्टिक वाले आते हैं, you could do that, right? So यहाँ पे भी अभी आप प्लानिंग स्टेज पे हो, तो सबसे पहले हमने इरेडिकेट करना है कि क्या प्रॉब्लम है। एंड ऑल्सो एट टाइम्स कि हमारे टॉयलेट के फ्लोर्स में कई बार टाइल्स होती हैं, ठीक है, विच हैव अ लॉट ऑफ designs on it, that also could be a sensory distraction for your child. So when we are talking about autism, and when we are talking about toilet training, guys, trust me, the train the getting ready part, the homework part is quite a bit। तो ये सब हमने करना है, हमने इरेडिकेट करना है। व्हाई, व्हाट इज द मंत्रा बिहाइंड इरेडिकेटिंग ऑल दीज, इज दैट वी आर एक्चुअली स्ट्रक्चरिंग फॉर सक्सेस। क्योंकि जब हम इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे, हम चाहते हैं कि हम जीत जाएं। वी शुड नॉट बी मेकिंग अ लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस इन बिटवीन, बिकॉज फिर आपका भी मोटिवेशन कम हो जाएगा एंड यू विल नॉट गेट व्हाट वी आर एक्चुअली लुकिंग फॉर, राइट? सो अगेन, सबसे पहले एबीए, उसके बाद 5 दिन का हमें फैक्ट फाइंडिंग करना है, उसके बाद we have to look it from a sensory point of view, and at this point it is also important to have a conversation with your OT around this. जो भी आपके बच्चे का OT ले रहा है, have a long conversation on the fact कि हम ऐसा कर रहे हैं, तो आप कोई भी sensitization program अगर देना चाहते हैं in terms of heavy brushing या something, some protocol, if your OT can help you with. And I'm a special educator and I'm also a psychotherapist, but I will tell you this, and I say this with no qualms, that the OT is one of the most significant people in your life. और इंडिया में हम ये समझते नहीं, हमें लगता है कि बच्चा को एबीसीडी अगर आ गया तो वही बहुत अच्छा हो गया, वो पढ़ना लग गया। नो, आपके बच्चे के लिए एटलीस्ट फॉर्मेटिव इयर्स में अगर सबसे ज्यादा कोई इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो आपका ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपिस्ट है। आपका ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपिस्ट इसलिए इंपॉर्टेंट है कि वो सातों इंद्रियां, 5 इंद्रियां तो हम पता ही है, जो इंटरनल हमारे अंडरस्टैंडिंग, जो हमारी फैकल्टीज है, प्रोप्राइसेप्शन एंड वेस्टिबुलर, जब सातों इंद्रियां आपके बच्चों में एक साथ काम करेंगी, then you have a person who is ready for learning, not just learning academics, learning ADLs, learning anything. जब हमारे सातों सात घोड़े सात दिशाओं में मुझे टांग खींच रहे हैं, ठीक है, आई एम नॉट राइट, आई एम नॉट ओके, आई एम नॉट ग्राउंडेड, मैं बोल नहीं पा रही हूँ, मैं चिल्ला नहीं पा रही हूँ, लेकिन आई एम नॉट ओके। पढ़ाई करने आप लोग बैठते हो या आप लोग कुछ भी करते हो, जब सिर में दर्द होता है और कोई किचर किचर करता है, हाउ इरिटेटेड डू यू फील? थिंक अबाउट आवर चिल्ड्रन, 7 दिशाओं में 7 घोड़े दिन भर लगे हुए हैं, एंड देन दे आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू लर्न, देन दे आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू कंप्लाई। सो ओटी के साथ आपको बहुत अच्छे से काम करना पड़ेगा। हमारे पास बहुत अच्छे अच्छे ओटीज हैं हु आर ऑलरेडी हेल्पिंग यू। प्लीज हेल्प, आस्क देम टू गिव यू अ मिनी प्लान, टेल देम दैट यू आर स्टार्टिंग दिस प्रोटोकॉल, तो वो कुछ ना कुछ आपको हेल्प जरूर करेंगे। ये हो गया हमारा प्रिपरेशन। प्रिपरेशन में आप जो घर पे स्केड्यूल करते हैं, नाउ लॉट ऑफ पेरेंट्स आस्किंग मी, सोनिया हम ये स्केड्यूल कितने साल करेंगे? व्हाई शुड आई डू अ स्केड्यूल? डैम इट, कितने स्केड्यूल, एक पूरा काम है, बच्चे को लेके जाओ, चेक कराओ, ये कराओ, वो कराओ। माय सिंपल आंसर टू दैट, भगवान न करे अगर हमारे बच्चों को कोई लोकोमोटर डिसेबिलिटी होती, तो क्या हम सबसे बेहतरीन व्हीलचेयर नहीं खरीद के देते? और जब वो व्हीलचेयर यूज करने लगता और वो एकदम अच्छे से इधर उधर नेविगेट कर सकता, रेगुलेट कर सकता, सडनली हम क्या करते हैं, हम आज तुम्हारा ये जो व्हीलचेयर है ये ले लेंगे? नो, ऑटिज्म के लिए जो बैसाखी है, दैट इज अ विजुअल स्केड्यूल। वी कैन टेल आंसर्स कि मैं बोलती हूँ वो कर लेता है, तो भाई कल अगर तुम नहीं रही बोलने के लिए तो। सेल्फ रेगुलेशन इज समथिंग दैट people with autism always struggle with, even if they are very high functioning. The most high functional people that I have met across the world on the spectrum have also shown me that they have a timetable for everything because it helps them regulate. I met a professor, I'm not going to name him. I met a professor a few years back. He was married, and I had a very interesting conversation with his wife. I said, why? She said, I fell in love with him because of his quirks, which is very nice. God bless them. And I said, but do you have like a proper marriage? She said, oh, you're talking about making love? He has it on his schedule. So it might sound very laughable at this point, but imagine a person with autism who's a professor. He also follows a schedule. वो खुद बनाता है, so that he has everything charted out, and it is just an exercise for him to regulate his day better. So not denying a timetable or a schedule to our children, it's not right. So we need to create a schedule. Schedule में आप कुछ भी डालिए, अभी अभी आपका खेलने का टाइम है, ये टाइम है, वो टाइम है, बट आप जैसे जर्नल में 5 दिन का जो आपने एक्सरसाइज किया, उससे आपको ये भी पता चल जाएगा कि टिपिकली दिन में कब, when does your child have the highest tendency to eliminate, whether it is a urine or whether it is big job. उसी टाइम को देखते हुए आप अपने स्केड्यूल पे टॉयलेट का कार्ड लगाइए, एक कोई भी, इट कैन बी एनी काइंड ऑफ कार्ड, मतलब any kind of picture which has a you know picture of a water closet, that is a commode on it, and नीचे लिखा होना चाहिए टॉयलेट. सो इसको पिक्चर वर्ड से हम शुरू करेंगे. देयर इज नो नीड टू स्टार्ट विद एन ऑब्जेक्ट स्केड्यूल, यू कैन स्ट्रेट अवे स्टार्ट विद अ पिक्चर वर्ड कॉम्बिनेशन. और वो वाला एक जो भी आपका टॉयलेट है उसके दरवाजे पे वही वाला दूसरा कार्ड चिपका दीजिए. सो एवरी टाइम योर child is going to take it out from the schedule and he will see it, he will read it, because you're also sight word वो सीख रहा है, and he will go and match it next to the card on the door of the toilet, and then you will verbalize, आप क्या कहेंगे, toilet, and then we make him sit on the toilet, right? So understand, schedule is not a teaching tool. आप schedule से कुछ नहीं पढ़ाएंगे, आप schedule is basically to tell your child visually अभी उसको कहाँ जाना है. So the schedule में आप 2 3 4 टॉयलेट के कार्ड्स लगा सकते हैं, so the child knows कि after every 2 things, अभी मैंने टीवी देखा, उसके बाद मैंने खाना खाया, and again I have to go to the टॉयलेट. तो टॉयलेट के कार्ड्स आपको बनाने होंगे, आपको एक स्केड्यूल चाहिए होगा. एक और चीज जो आप बनाएंगे उसको कहते हैं वर्क सिस्टम, राइट? वर्क सिस्टम आपके कमोड के पास आपको रखना है. वर्क सिस्टम एक हॉरिजॉन्टल आपको कार्डबोर्ड लेना. आई विश यू नो गाइस लॉकडाउन नहीं था एंड वी कुड रिले दिस फ्रॉम द स्कूल, तो आपको मैं पूरा दिखाती. तो एक वर्क सिस्टम इज बेसिकली एक टास्क को जो हम तोड़ तोड़ के दिखा रहे हैं विद पिक्चर्स. तो सबसे पहला वर्क सिस्टम से क्या होता है कि बच्चे को पता नहीं ये मुझे टॉयलेट पे बैठा रही है, लेकिन कितने देर बैठाएगी, क्यों बैठ रहा हूं मैं. तो दीज व्हाई आंसर्स गेट एड्रेस्ड इमीडिएटली, क्योंकि बोलने से कुछ नहीं होता है. हम कितना भी बोले, दोज आर वर्ड्स, वर्ड्स कैप्चर नहीं होते हैं, वर्ड्स चले जाएंगे. सो जैसे ही आप बच्चे को बिठाते हो, उसका वर्क सिस्टम उसके सामने साइड में आपने करा हुआ है, तो सबसे पहले सिट ऑन द टॉयलेट, हम बैठ गए, हमने निकाला, उसको फिनिश पॉकेट में डाल दिया. वेट फॉर 3 minutes. फॉर 3 minutes what will we do? अब हम 3 minutes उसको ऐसे तो दिखा नहीं सकते हैं, या तो we will say we will sing 3 songs, make it tangible. या अगर आपका बच्चा थोड़ा सा बड़ा है, आप सैंड क्लॉक भी यूज कर सकते हैं. whatever timer you are using, it has to be visual. उसको क्योंकि कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ टाइम शायद नहीं पता, या तो घड़ी बांध दीजिए हाथ में और टाइमर लगा दीजिए कि जब घड़ी 3 मिनट के बाद बीप बीप करेगी, देन वी आर फिनिश्ड सिटिंग. तो स्टेप 1, ही सिट्स ऑन द टॉयलेट, तो वो कार्ड वो चेक करता है, आई सैट ऑन द टॉयलेट, पुट इट इन द finish pocket. Second, I can sing 3 songs, whatever songs you want to sing. For the young mommies who have like little babies, you can do a any kind of rhymes or something that your child likes, just to keep him engaged. You can also give a toy. उसको toy आपने पकड़ा दिया, लेकिन वो toy उसको तभी मिलना चाहिए. It is not something that he gets everywhere. ये potty वाला toy जो है, ये toilet में ही रहेगा ऊंचाई पे. So I know that is something very desirable to me. और जब मैं टॉयलेट सीट पे बैठता हूँ, तब मम्मी मुझे ये टॉयलेट वाला मुझे दे देती है, तो मैं उसको खेलता हूँ. उसके बाद what will we do? उसके बाद we will check कि has the child eliminated. उसने अगर सुसु किया, very good. उसने अगर पॉटी किया, और भी अच्छा है, लेकिन उसने लेट से कुछ भी नहीं किया, so उस टाइम हम क्या बोलेंगे? We will say well tried. We will say well tried for sitting, but you will continue on all the other steps. So अगर आप उसको सुसु कराने लेके जा रही थी, in that case what is the protocol? उसके बाद आपने flush किया, so there should be a card which has a flush, and then you check it, उसने flush कर दिया, wash hands and wipe hands and go away. Now let's say कि अगर आप ये बोल के लेके गए थे, चलो हम potty जाएंगे, और हमने पॉटी नहीं किया है, बट स्टिल वी विल से वेल ट्राइड, बट वी विल फॉलो द प्रोटोकॉल. व्हाट इज द प्रोटोकॉल? कि अब हम अपना बॉटम वॉश करेंगे. सो इरिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ उसने पॉटी किया या उसने पॉटी नहीं किया, वी विल टेक देम थ्रू द ट्रायल ऑफ वॉशिंग द बॉटम, बिकॉज वी आर आल्सो टीचिंग टू द चाइल्ड, चाहे वो कितना भी छोटा है, आप फॉसेट से जरूर बॉटम वॉश करना सिखाएं. नाउ फॉसेट से बॉटम वॉश करना सिखा इसलिए क्योंकि अगर बच्चा छोटा भी है दैट बिकम्स ऑल्सो अ मोटिवेटिंग पार्ट फॉर द किड, क्योंकि उसको फॉसेट से ऐसे करके पानी निकलता हुआ दिखेगा. You have to also check ki, is that a sensory problem for the child. If it's a sensory problem for the child, then please give a wet tissue. I know in India it's a big problem if the child is not washing and using a tissue. Don't use a toilet paper. You can certainly modify it to using a wet tissue. जरूरी नहीं है कि जब हम फॉसेट यूज करते हैं हमको लेफ्ट हैंड से ही कराना है और हमको पीछे से ही कराना है. वी कैन ऑल्सो यूज द राइट हैंड एंड डू इट फ्रॉम द फ्रंट. whatever is easy for your child, kindly do that. यहाँ पे आप बिल्कुल हैंड ऑन हैंड मतलब करवाओगे. ठीक है. व्हाट इज द प्रॉम्प्ट? फुल फुल फिजिकल प्रॉम्प्ट. आप हैंड ऑन हैंड से पूरा आपने करवाया, आपने वो रखा, गेट ऑफ, फ्लश किया, पुल अप योर पैंट्स, दैट्स द नेक्स्ट स्टेप. आपने चेक किया, वॉश योर हैंड्स. उसके बाद what will we do? We will wipe our hands. हमने चेक किया, टॉयलेट स्केड्यूल फिर से देखा, wow the toilet schedule is finished. यहाँ पे कोई कार्ड्स नहीं है. that means you're all done. Go back to your room. This is a lot of work, but if we are aiming for success we have to do it. And with this we need to develop some kind of a token economy. Now what is a token economy? Don't get confused. When the child is sitting and you're giving them a reinforcer, what are you reinforcing for? The behavior of sitting on the potty. And when he does this whole thing, you will give a small piece of the reinforcer for doing the entire thing. यहाँ पे हमने बिहेवियर सिखाना है कि आपको टॉयलेट में जाके ये सारी चीजें करनी है. सो द होल थिंग एट द एंड ऑल्सो हैज टू बी reinforced. लेकिन it has to be reinforced डिफरेंशियली. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? हमने कुछ भी नहीं किया तो अगर हमको चिप्स बहुत अच्छा लगता है तो हम चिप्स का इतना पार्ट लेंगे. हमने सुसु किया तो हमको, अगर दैट वाज द इंटायर गोल कि डू अ स्मॉल जॉब एंड कम, तो हमें कुछ मिलेगा. अगर द गोल वाज दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डू अ बिग जॉब, हम पॉटी करेंगे लेकिन हमने पॉटी नहीं किया, वी डोंट गेट अ reinforcement at the end. We might get a reinforcement in the middle for sitting because that was for sitting behavior. So at the end we will not get. And of course अगर हमने थोड़ा सा भी potty किया है, then of course we get a reinforcement at the end. So this is the entire step. Now let's talk about deviations. What are the deviations? Deviations कुछ ऐसी हैं कि, guys you're sending me comments, I'm sorry मैंने देखा नहीं. My kids. How can I? हाँ, Shweta, you had a question. My kid whole time about potty and susu is gradually increasing, but every time someone has to take, exactly. So this is exactly what I was trying to address when I was talking about the schedule, because we need to eradicate human beings as the support. If you put your child on a schedule, you're not only helping him do this one thing, you're actually helping him, you're giving him a very important tool to regulate the entire day. Think about future when he's going to be 20 years old and you're going to be probably 60 or 70, right? Is it possible for you कि सुबह से you are with this child, get up, okay, now go to the toilet, brush your teeth? Oh my god, it's too much work. Instead, wouldn't it be wonderful that if he is able to check his schedule and know where am I supposed to be at this given point of day? And when we talk about schedules, the first thing parents think about, oh God, those horrible velcroed ones that we have to stick up. Yes, you have to start there. But if you keep at it, very quickly you will see that these kids, learn sight words. From those picture cards you will move to just the word, and then all you have to do, guys, is create a list for him. This one list that can be in his pocket, and he goes to that list. Okay, check, done. Okay, check, done, done, done. And after a certain time, if your child has learned reading or is at a level where he can actually make his to-do list, I think you've done a great job. We should pat ourselves on the back कि हाँ वहाँ पे पहुँच गए हैं. But to ensure that the child goes there, we need to start. You cannot say that, oh, I tried it a couple of times, I tried it a few times. The key to this, and the only key to this, is consistency. You have got to be consistent. That is the only reason why I told you that when we decide to eat this frog, you're going to have to dedicate at least 2 to 3 months of your life just trying to dissect this horrible frog, this horrible toad called toilet training. And you cannot be focusing on anything else because all your focus has to be concentrated here. And moms of pretty young girls, hear up. This is critical for you guys. This is critical for you guys because very soon your child is going to grow out from being a pretty little girl into a prepubescent, and then the puberty is going to hit, and then we know that there's going to be a menarche. She's going to start menstruating. So unless you have the toilet training down, it is going to be a Herculean challenge to get over the menstruation part. But we'll eat that frog later. Let's park that frog. Let's come back to this frog. So I was talking about the token economy. Now, what is a token economy? आपने उसको reinforcement दिया, लेकिन आप एक अलग से बोर्ड क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन से 5 stars and you want to delay the reward. तो आपने ये कहा कि 5 बार, okay, 5 stars you get for doing toilet in the uh, in the washroom. So you can get a large amount, a bigger thing, so the child also learns to earn it. Because every day, if you just do the chips thing, it's not going to work, so you're going to have to change it up, right? So you can do a reinforcer check, you can see what are the things that my kid likes. But oftentimes, when moms come to me, I see that there is no consistency in terms of delivering reinforcement. So guys, you have to understand that the reinforcement that you're going to work with has to keep changing. Because if somebody gives me like chips every day, I'm going to smack him in the face. But chips नहीं तो कुरकुरे, कुरकुरे नहीं तो कुछ और, and try and move away from edible reinforcement as early as possible. Because कई बार मेरे पास 15 साल के बच्चे आते हैं, and I ask the mom कि इसका reinforcement क्या है? जी ये कुरकुरे खाता है. ऐसा आपने reinforcement बढ़ाया नहीं? नहीं, हमने नहीं बढ़ाया. बहुत अच्छा काम किया. Great job. Again, no judgment. That mom has probably does the best that she could, but we need to keep adding to reinforcements, क्योंकि वो आगे चल के हमें help करेगा. I also want to talk about the diaper bit. There are some kids. So Deshna, you're talking about ABCD done, and what did Rishipal do about this? I'm not very clear. You may want to come at me again on this. Yeah. All right. So we were talking about kids on diapers. Now, so even with my neurotypical kid, she's 3 years old. God, I hope all of you agree, na? The neurotypical ones are most difficult to handle. मेरी बड़ी वाली को तो मैं ऐसे देखती हूँ वो कांप जाती है. Younger one doesn't think anything of me. Anyway, so when we talk about diapers, guys, I want to make mention of this. Diapers for them also sometimes is a kind of a comfort blanket. Like there are some kids, they need their blankie or they need their small pillow. So it's true for our kids also, and sometimes these comfort things become are actually things that we could not even imagine ki this can also become a comfort source of comfort for them. So I have handled a lot of kids who will not take off diapers, right? Who are only used to passing or eliminating in a diaper, whether it's a big job or a small job, fecal waste, yeah, urination or whatever. How do we deal with these kids? Well, one way is to again use the extinction burst example that I had just given, that follow the bell curve, just take it off, yank off the diaper, and not present the child with the diaper. Now that's a very difficult thing to do. Now, if you choose not to go that route, there is certainly another route for you. Now, what is that route? That We understand and we respect that this is important for the child, it's a source of comfort for the child, but we work around it. So how can you work around it? Take a scissor and cut it up. Yeah. Make holes in the diaper, right? So the entire procedure that I just spoke about, that number one, we take the child, we ensure that he sits there, he does a work system where he has all of these things. Don't make him take off the diaper. And trust me, guys, this has worked with a number of kids who have come to me, that we have not taken off the diaper. The first few rounds, you make the child, don't cut any holes in the diaper, just make the child go through the entire process just wearing the diaper. Some kids like to pass urine or defecate in the panty on the underwear. So please allow them to wear that underwear or the diaper or whatever they are comfortable in, and make them do these drills wearing those garments or diapers. Once they are fairly comfortable, then you can make special 2 3, I know it sounds really yucky, but difficult measures called for difficult actions. So I have seen that you can make 4 or 5 underwear which is only meant for this training, and you can basically cut up a nice big hole. Once you have that hole and the child knows कि अच्छा मैं panty तो पहना ही हुआ, and then take him through, whether it's a diaper, whether it's a underwear, I can tell you that trust factor is going to grow, and the anxiety that comes with all of this is going to really come down. So this is one practical strategy that I have used across children, and I found it to be quite successful, and maybe you will find it successful as well. But it is important to try a lot of things. But when you are trying a lot of things, guys, it is extremely important that you stick to one method at least for 2 to 3 months, and it has to be every day. It has to be every day, and you will, to ensure that you have any kind of success, you will need to do this across family members. It cannot, let me tell you at the very beginning, अगर ऐसा है कि only you're the person who says कि okay, I'm going to take him to the toilet and I'm going to ensure that he uh, does passes urine in the toilet, and everybody else says that it's okay, or let's say scolds him or shames him, it's not going to work. So before we start all of this, go back to your drawing boards, go back to your homework bit, talk to your family, talk about the fact that is this important for me to do right now. I cannot make that choice for you कि whether toilet training ज़्यादा important है आपके लिए कि brushing या combing या something else is more important. You guys have to make that uh, list. You have to make the list of frogs. You have to decide which is the frog that you want to attack first and eat. And if you feel that the toilet training is something which is critical on your plate, which is urgent, then that is something that you want to work with. For this, of course, you will need to have everybody, like I say that it takes a village. So you will not just need your family members, you will also need extended caregivers such as the school. Please talk to the school, whichever school your child goes to, that I'm going to put the child on schedule. So it should not be that he's doing very well in school, but then the teacher says nahi ye to potty kar diya tha isne." No. So you will also have to take the help of the class teacher. You will also have to say that I have put this on schedule, it is important for me that you also use this kind of schedule in school. Most special schools do have provisions for scheduling and etc. I'm sure they listen for the little babies who are not in special schools, or going to preschools, or integrated schools or inclusive setups. I think it is important that you speak to your the school and address this as something which is critical. If you have a shadow teacher going with your child, so it is not just important that she is giving a lot of hand holded assistance in terms of the writing work. ADL is also critical to any special educator, and it is part of our training We have all been trained on this. So it is important that all of this is downloaded to your um, whoever is helping you out, so that this happens in school. Even if the child is going anywhere, for instance for assisted therapy, for instance OT में जाता है, speech के लिए जाता है, etc. कैरी इट अलोंग विथ यू। एक छोटा सा इतने साइज का कार्डबोर्ड आप बना लीजिए, जिसमें आप टॉयलेट, एक होगा ओटी, कि हम ओटी के लिए आए भाई, हमको पता चल गया हम ओटी में जाएंगे, अब हम टॉयलेट में जाएंगे। टॉयलेट अगर आप कहीं और जा रहे हैं, यू डोंट नीड दैट टू कैरी द वर्क स्केड्यूल, बट यू हैव टू एंश्योर दैट द स्केड्यूलिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ टाइम, आपको पता होना चाहिए कि एटलीस्ट इतने देर में ये जरूर यूरिन पास करेगा। और अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि यू आर गोइंग टू इरेडिकेट डाइपर्स all through very well, that can work extremely effective. Carry a lot of extra underwears for any visits outside. I'm sure you already do this. But when the child passes urine, I know it can be embarrassing, I know it can be very irritating, but if we give in to our emotions, if we scold the child, we're actually defeating the purpose. And what is the purpose here? Not to give any attention. Now a lot of times mom do ये करना भी अटेंशन है। ठीक है, और हमारे बच्चे बहुत चाहते हैं, उनको समझ में आता है कि मम इज गेटिंग एंग्री। सो कीप योर वॉइस, कीप एवरीथिंग एज calm as possible, just don't look at the child because he knows that you're taking away attention, right? In a hour it is a lot. I understand it's a lot, but trust me, this is not just jargon, guys, because I come to you today as a mom who has eaten that frog. I come to you as a mom who has actually walked the walk, and mostly, if anything, as a mom who has failed a million times and has given up a million times. So do not take me as somebody ki, oh, she got this right the first time. I did not get it right the first time. It took me many years. It took me many years, and I have given up many times. I've given up many times. But at the end, all I can stress is the fact that nothing works better when we use a scientific approach. We can try and talk to the child, we can, uh, you know, um, we can even, cry in front of the child, we can get frustrated in front of the child. And again, the discussion is not that they don't have emotions, ये समझते नहीं हैं, समझते हैं, and they have emotions. The difference is, even if I cry, the child might come and pat me or wipe my tears. He understands, many kids do understand, उनको emotional understanding बिल्कुल है. But that emotional understanding, my friends, they have it from a sympathy point of view, that they see that somebody is in pain and they are reacting. But what they lack and critically do is the empathy part of it, is to put themselves in your shoes and understand what you're going through and react accordingly. ये unfortunately, because theory of mind nahi hai, they do not understand. So as parents, as warriors appointed by God, it is our duty to help them and help them in every way possible. And the tools, there might be other ways that that are advocated to this. I'm sure there are very many methods, but today what I had in mind was to share things that have worked for me, not just for my child. Many of you may know that I have a small setup called Oren Kids, and I have seen kids coming in diapers, and it's very heartening for me when the mom comes in and says, hey, she's doing potty in the pot, or she's doing she's peeing in the pot. Those are the moments which tell me, which reinstate the fact that nothing works like this. So yeah, I know that it might seem daunting, but number one, of course, work with the OT, develop a specific schedule around this. The OT is going to be critical to your success, right? And do invest in creating work schedules. A work schedule, sorry, a work system is different from a schedule. What I will do after end of this is I'm going to be sending a few links and a few photographs to Kriti, and she maybe she could post it or send it to you, however she wants to do it, so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. What I will also do is send you a ABC checklist, so you can actually detail out what I just said. So yeah, I think that's typically how I did it. I'm excited to hear from you. My phone number is 846 2020. All my information is with Kriti, and I am not very responsive to emails. The best way to catch me is call me after 7 o'clock in the evening. You can just send me a WhatsApp and or just call me up, and I'll try and help you as much as I can. So I hope this has been kind of helpful. Just before I let you guys go, just a quick review of all the things that we spoke about today. Number one, about the antecedent behavior and consequences, 5 days of data, and there is no way that you can come back to me and say that data did not help. If you look at it minutely and if you have documented it minutely, it will have all the answers. It will certainly have all the answers, but please take up that back-breaking job of doing that for 5 days. You might forget, so keep it somewhere which is easy for you to grab and write it. One day, when you do this only for 1 day or 2 day, what happens is it is just a one time occurrence. It is not possible for me or any other specialist to look at a 1 day data and tell you anything about it. When we have data documented in front of us, it becomes like a mystery which is solved itself, because it will actually give us pointers. It will help us give pointers. It will give us pointers to help you in the propel you in the right direction. So that 5 day data is critical to success. Please make a schedule, please make a work system, and also a reinforcer check for your children, one toy or some engaging thing to make the child sit, and one at the end of this entire scheduling thing that he does. And of course, try and get all family members on board. And I wish you all the best in your success, and God bless you. I think, yeah, that's it. uh Kirti, you want to call me, or maybe I'll call you next time. I think, guys, we should do it on Zoom, then I can get to hear you and we can have a discussion. ये तो one way हो गया. And हाँ जी, दसो. Okay, questions. All right, let me go one by one. ठीक है. हाँ. And then how do I do the questions if I end the live session? Okay. ठीक है. Thanks. All right. So, yeah, guys, I see a lot of questions and I will answer them one by one. And till then, I think this is the end of our session today. I really enjoyed being here. And I hope to, catch you guys soon on different topics. And like I just said, Kirti, next time, let's have this on Zoom. It's a wonderful tool. That way I can actually share my screen and show you the stuff that I'm talking about, so it becomes a virtual classroom and it can be more engaging and interactive, and it helps me hear you too. So this is Autism Awareness Month, so I would like to sign off by saying that there must be something special in us. Always remember that your kid could have gone to any other person, but the Almighty chose you. Why? Because He probably saw something amazing, something different in you, something unique in you. So He has sent you His one of His most unique children. It is going to be difficult, but the moment we come together, the moment we form groups, like Kriti is doing such an amazing job, founding this forum for you to come here and speak about. So we cannot do this alone. We have to do this as a community, and we will all need each other. My parting thoughts is, please be as embracing to each other as possible. We have enough people pulling us down. So let us come together and pledge that we're not going to make silos. We are not going to say that, oh, my kid is better, your kid is not. No, if we do that, we have failed as a community. So let's come together and let's help each other out, and let's share as much as possible. God bless you, your kids, your careers. Stay safe.